Hi, I'm Maya from Book from Dreams and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about my TBR for the DraconAthon readathon. So the DraconAthon readathon is a readathon that's happening in all the month of August, and it is created and hosted by Jade from Jaded Reader and Soleil. I will leave the links to their announcement videos and to their channels down below. And basically this is a readathon revolving around dragons. So there are 5 prompts, and you have like a dragony prompt, and you have a worldwide prompt. Global prompt, that's what it's called, global prompt. So for example, if you can't find a book with a dragon for a specific prompt, you can find a book for the global prompt. So basically there are 5 dragons, each for 1 prompt. You can check out the announcement videos, they're really cool, where the girls explain all the dragons and their histories and how they're connected to the prompt that they're connected to. So let's just start. So the first prompt is the dragon called Chinwen. Basically, it's a dragon that's connected somehow to poetry, and I basically, when I heard poetry, I was like, no. But then later people were like, well, you can read Game of Thrones, it has poetry in it, you can read like a bunch of books with dragons that have poetry in it, but I read the Game of Thrones and you know, I've read all the things that they've mentioned, so I chose to do the global prompt, which is China or Asia, and for that I chose an author who is South Korean, I believe, and that is Yoon Ha Lee, and his book Phoenix Extravagant, and I'll just read you what the book is about. So Jen Jebi, not sure how I pronounced that right, isn't a fighter or a subversive, they just want to paint. One day they are jobless and desperate, the next Jebi finds themselves recruited by the Ministry of Armor to paint the mystical sigils that animate the occupying government's automaton soldiers. But when Jebi discovers the depth of the Razanese government's horrifying crimes and the awful source of the magic pigments they use, they find they can no longer stay out of politics. What they can do is steal Arazi, the ministry's mighty dragon automaton, and find a way to fight. So basically, this book does have a dragon, but it's mechanical. And I asked on the Discord, there is a Discord for this readathon, you can check it out down below, if that is okay. They said it was fine, so I'm choosing that for prompt number 1. The next prompt is a dragon called Nidhogg, and he is supposed to be a prompt, or it is supposed to be a prompt for a book with morally grey characters, anti-heroes, and or a book that has a villainous point of view chapter. For that, I picked the group book for this readathon because I assumed if you pick a group book that it has, like, it fits all the prompts, I guess. And also, reading what the book is about, I'm pretty sure that it has morally grey characters or anti-heroes in this one. So the group book for this readathon is called Blaze Wrath Games by Amparo Ortiz. I think Soleil picked that, one of the hosts picked this book because the sequel is coming out soon and she really enjoyed this one. So basically it's a fantasy set in an alternative contemporary world in which dragons and their riders compete in an international sports tournament, which sounds really cool. So let me just read you what the book is about. Lana Torres has always preferred dragons to people. In a few weeks, 16 countries will compete in the Blaze Wrath World Cup, a tournament where dragons and their riders fight for glory in a dangerous relay. Okay, Lana longs to represent her native Puerto Rico in their first ever World Cup appearance, and when Puerto Rico runner, the only player without a dragon steed, is kicked off the team, she is given the chance. Well, cool for her. But when she discovers that a former Blaze Wrath superstar has teamed up with the Sire, a legendary dragon who's cursed into human form, the safety of the cup is jeopardized. The pair are burning down dragon sanctuaries around the world and refuse to stop unless the cup gets cancelled. Okay, all Lana wanted was to represent her country. Now, to do that, she'll have to navigate an international conspiracy that's deadlier than her beloved sport. Well, that sounds very cool. The next prompt is for Dragon Nana Bolele, which is a prompt for a book with a beautiful cover, and for that I picked this cover. Now this is a book called Yapodidine Muke by Ivana Delac. Now this is a book by a Croatian author. I don't think the book has been translated. If it has, I'll leave the information down below. Basically, the reason I got this book, of course, is the cover, because there's a dragon, as you can see. But also, this book follows, you can translate the title of this book as Iapodina's Trouble. Basically, Iapodina is a middle-aged woman who just inherited her father's factory, and she's in debt, and she's basically going to the world, oh my god, the world exhibition, science exhibition, basically to make a deal with some mysterious character. And this is set during Tesla, you know, when Tesla was alive. So this is like, I think, 18th century, 19th century, 19th century, I think. I don't know, I'll check and I'll let you know. So basically, she's going to the fair to do something, make a deal to somehow save her factory and the people that work for her. And there's also a dragon involved. How it's involved, I don't know. It doesn't say in the summary. But yeah, this is the book I chose for this prompt. Next prompt is a dragon called Tiamat. So basically it is... Dude, are you okay? My dog just fell off the couch. Prima. The next prompt is Tiamat, and that is a dragon that is connected to rivers and oceans. My dog is doing something weird. Yes, rivers and oceans. And for this one, I assumed... I don't know, I haven't read it yet. So I picked Dragon Master by Chris Bunch. Basically, this is an omnibus of the 3 books that Chris Bunch wrote in his Dragon Master series, in which we follow Hal, who wants to be a dragon rider, and his kingdom is part of like 3 kingdoms that have like an uneasy peace, and of course war breaks out, and there's like, you know, he, I guess, becomes a dragon master and learns to ride his dragons. So yeah, since this has 3 books in it, I'm gonna just read the first novel. And then if I like it, I'll continue on with this and hopefully find some oceans and rivers that are mentioned in the book. Because, you know, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. And the last prompt for this readathon is a dragon called Ankont. I'm sorry if I mispronounced this. Basically, the prompt is to have a book with dragons that it has disaster, chaos, or poison, or whatnot. And I picked this book, The Ninth Reign, for this one by Jen Williams. I haven't read it yet, but there is like a master document on Drive. I'll leave the link down below. You can also find it in the announcement videos where people can, where there are examples for each prompt, and people can add their own books that they've read and everything. And I found this book in the list for that prompt. So basically, The Ninth Reign by Jen Williams is a fantasy trilogy, and in which we follow a dude whose name I forgot. Tormalin, the Oathless. Basically, he is waiting to die while his kingdom falls apart, and he is then hired by Lady Vicenza Vintage de Grazon, who basically hires him to find some specific, what do you call them, artifacts. And he's joined by a witch that likes to set things on fire, so I guess here's the chaos element. So basically, the second book, I have it somewhere over there. On the cover of the second book, there is a blue dragon. So I'm assuming and hoping that there is a dragon in this one as well. If not, then I'll have to find something else. But since it's on the list, hopefully there is a dragon in this book. So yeah, reading this one for the prompt. So those are the books that I'm going to read for the DraconAthon readathon. I'm looking forward to it. I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that it's happening again this year, which is going to be great. There are also various other activities that you can join in if you want to. Just check out the announcement videos down below to check everything out. And that is pretty much it. My dog is again doing something weird over there. Anyway, there are some important links down below in the description box, so please do check them out. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me if you're going to join in the readathon, or if you want to recommend a specific book for some prompt for me to read. He's still doing some weird things. I don't know what's happening with him today. What else? Yes, like, share, subscribe. You can press the bell button if you want to get notifications for when we upload new videos. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!